One foreign worker died and 10 others were injured when a section of an uncompleted viaduct along the PIE collapsed early this morning. A stop work order has been issued at the site and investigations are ongoing. But the temporary timeout at all other Land Transport Authority sites have been lifted after safety checks. Olivia Seong reports.
It was around 3:30 in the morning when the Singapore Civil Defence Force was alerted to an incident at the slip road of Upper Changi Road East towards the Pan Island Expressway or PIE. And signs that something had gone wrong were hard to miss for those at neighbouring housing blocks.
At around maybe 3+, when we were just talking and sitting here, we suddenly heard a very loud bang around this area. Then there's smoke coming out. Yeah, then we thought it was just a truck overturning. Yeah.
But the situation turned out to be more serious. A section of an uncompleted viaduct structure had collapsed. The Land Transport Authority said 11 people had been working on top of it when the incident took place. SCDF immediately launched a search and rescue operation. It was called off around 7 a.m. after all workers were accounted for. Chinese national Chen Yin-chuan was pronounced dead at the scene by paramedics. 10 others from Bangladesh, India and China were sent to hospital. Preliminary investigations showed that a structure supporting precast beams had given way. The Building and Construction Authority has revoked the permit for construction work at the site, and a full stop work order was issued by the Manpower Ministry.
LTA engineers and personnel, together with those of the contractors, have been assisting SCDF as well as the police on site to manage the situation. Going forward, LTA will investigate into the causes of this incident and will assist the Ministry of Manpower as well in their investigations.
The firm in charge of the project is All Kim Piao Contractors. LTA says its investigations will include whether there are lapses or gaps that need to be addressed urgently. It has also directed professional engineers responsible for the project to look into its design and construction quality. Work at other LTA rail and road sites were also stopped temporarily for a stocktake of safety practices and resumed later at 1 p.m. For the safety of motorists, the affected slip road had been closed to traffic while works were going on. However, the route remains impassable as the collapsed structure had spilled onto the slip road. LTA says recovery works are estimated to take 2 days before it can be reopened. So, to minimize the impact on motorists, a temporary bypass road is being constructed. LTA says a thorough safety and design review will be conducted before opening it to the public by noon on Saturday. In the interim, motorists can make a U-turn at the Upper Changi Road East and Loyang Avenue Junction to get onto the PIE towards Changi. As a safety precaution, BCA says adjacent support structures will be propped up. It says the rest of the constructed viaducts are not above any public roads and will not pose a risk to the public. LTA says it is saddened by the accident and will do whatever it can to assist the injured workers and their families.
And for more, our reporter Vimita Mohandas joins us now from the scene of the accident. Hi there, Vim. Now, I know you've been there since the afternoon. Perhaps you can just run through what are some of the stuff that you've observed.
Hi, Ateli. I've been here at Upper Changi Road East since this afternoon, right in front of the structure that collapsed early this morning, killing one construction worker and injuring 10 others. Now, all throughout the day and up till now, there have been officials from the various agencies like the Building and Construction Agency, as well as the Land Transport Authority and the Manpower Ministry, who are here on site to conduct investigations, to assess the impact of the damage, and most importantly, to check on the safety of the other structures along this viaduct, because that is of topmost concern right now. Now, earlier this afternoon, the Manpower Ministry had issued a stop work order, and that's why there was not much activity at the viaduct. The only works that were going on, and it's still underway, is the construction of the temporary bypass road. If you can have a look behind me, there are actually lights to aid workers who would possibly be working round the clock to get this up and running by tomorrow. And what is the need for this bypass road? Now, when this structure collapsed, it actually slipped onto the slip road leading to Changi Airport. Now, this would have made it impossible to vehicles, and that's why by building this bypass road, it would help to facilitate access from Upper Changi Road to PIE Changi. Now, naturally, there would be concerns, from motorists who are driving around this area and who would be using this bypass road as well. So LTA has said that they would conduct a thorough safety and review of this temporary road before it's even open to public. Initially, it said that it would open this road tomorrow morning, but it has been pushed to noon tomorrow. We have been seeing wet weather conditions throughout the day, intermittently, and it has been rather heavy as well. So let's hope that the wet weather conditions will not delay this bypass road from getting up and running. Back to you.
All right, good to know. Very many